On,
I'm on Touchstone. See, oh, now I am. Okay, Tom. Thanks.
Okay.
You can be in here if you want. Maybe not. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. I was experiencing some issues, and so now I'm here, and I'm just going to try not to touch anything that messes it up. I want to thank you so much for showing up. I don't know, please let me know if there's any issues that happens with the screen or the video. That would be great. I'm gonna just invite people to come over to my channel. So if you could like this, make sure you share it with people. And so let's get this show on the road. So it's interesting because I got some feedback, and I really, really love feedback. If you want to talk to me, give me feedback. No, you talk to me anyway. But what I want to, hang on, I'm going to talk about this in a second. I want to do readings on Mondays. Come to YouTube. Come to the tube. Okay, so I'm going to see if this works, and I'm going to see if this works and then get people over here. Okay, so some of the stuff I've been listening to, and it's interesting because there's a whole bunch of information. I get information from YouTube on how my channel is doing on YouTube, and like how I could get more likes. If people stay within the first 15 seconds, then they'll stay for the whole thing, which I really find interesting. I don't know how true that is. So the idea that people are in 15 seconds. So anyway, so there's a couple changes that are going to be coming to the channel because of that. So Mediumship Mondays are, guess what? For readings. That's what they're going to be for. I'm going to give readings and give everything I got. It'll be a little intro, and then I'm going to shift it around because you don't want to hang out with me for 20 minutes, or maybe you do, but mostly you don't. So we'll see what happens. So let me explain what happens at a group reading, because some of you have never come to a group reading, and that's how this is. This is like a group reading, because all of your energy connects with my energy. My guides connect with you and your guides, and we all get together and we talk. That is very much a small way, a small idea of how it works. But I do want to say, and I know that if you've ever watched Long Island Medium, that every medium works differently. So there could be two mediums in the room, and they pick up on two different streams and wavelengths and issues that people may have, or people that they connect with people. I want to tell you why that is, okay? Because I think it's important to just discuss mediums. I just saw my son's sweatshirt over here that he left. Mediumship runs through my experiences, my thoughts, my feelings. Every medium has their own experiences, their own thoughts, their own ideas that come and help to tell you, to help inform them. So what does that mean? It means literally this, that, I did do it. It means this, that mediumship, how it works, depends on what the person that is a medium has gone through. So if you're a medium and I just want to talk about it for a little bit. If you're a medium and have had a lot of support in your life, you're going to get people who had a lot of support. If you're a medium that has been around maybe a lot of violence, and you're still healing in that violence, and you're aware of it, you're cognizant, you're conscious of it, you are going to be a beacon for people who are not conscious of it but needing to heal. Does that make sense? Give me a hell yeah if it does. So what I want to say is that. So it really depends on the medium you're going to. It doesn't mean that they're wrong. it may mean that you're not ready to hear what they're ready to say or what they are saying. You may not be picking up on the energy or knowing exactly exactly how it relates to you. And I'm going to tell you something. Your reading could happen and come true years down the road. So as I'm talking with my hands a lot, just understand that I'm a medium that talks a lot with her hands. So if you like that, usually you're going to talk a lot with your hands, or it's something that you may need to express more. And I'm like a conduit to help. Does that make, okay. So I hope that makes sense. And I hope that, okay. So I was going live on Facebook at the same time, and then I totally forgot. Okay. Don't have a quarter for the swear jar. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so I want to talk about group readings. All right, so group readings. I want to talk about any reading. So somebody like this, at least give it a thumbs up. Killing me, Smalls. So I want to talk about, what does it mean when you're having a group reading? What does that look like? Now, I'm actually going to be doing a group reading this Wednesday at Sal's Italian Restaurant in Tecumseh. And I think that's going to be pretty cool. I think that, and there are people who have come to different group readings, and that there's a lot to talk about it. So what will happen is, whoever is in the room at any time is supposed to be there, even the wait staff. It's interesting because the wait staff usually gets a little worried about what they're, can we actually come in there? Should we not come in there? Should we, oh my goodness, I just did something that I didn't mean to do. Because we think we're interrupting you, and I'm saying it's absolutely perfect, because I have found that even readings where there's interruptions, it's absolutely perfect the way it's supposed to be. So I will pick up on energies, ideas, and thoughts for the whole group, and everybody that's in there is getting a message every time I'm reading. So even if I don't speak to you directly, the whole reading, the whole kit and caboodle is also for you. So, so it's the same here. I'm going to pick up on ideas, thoughts, body. I'll pick up on body sensations, and I'll talk about it. And unfortunately, or fortunately, you're not really there to be able to say, yes, that's me. But you're hearing it on the other side of this computer, right? So you're supposed to be hearing it on the other side of this computer, because what it actually means is the message is for you. You feel it in your soul. You feel it in how you move. You feel it everywhere. So just allow yourself the knowing that when your soul is getting reached out to and you feel it, like, oh my God, I think she's talking to me. Is it possible she could be talking to me? Like, this is over the internet. It's absolutely the way it happens. There's no time, space, and energy gaps. There aren't gaps. We perceive gaps in this world of illusions. So, okay, that's what I have to say about that. Does anybody, and this is normally when I say, does anybody have any questions? I'm going to go look over at Facebook, see, oh my goodness. All right, you all on Facebook should be over at YouTube. Do you know that? So Kim, I see Kim on here. Yeah, I'm going to be at Sal's this Wednesday. I just, look at that. I'm like getting all techie tech. So, okay. So I want to talk about, mediumship. So I want to talk about the male golfer that died. I feel like he had no, he didn't have a trachea. He just keeps pointing in his throat here. I feel like there was either it was a throat or a tongue cancer that he's coming through with. I'm also feeling like, oh gosh, I see lots and lots of cigarettes and ashtrays. I'm not sure. There could be ashtrays. I'm feeling like I'm seeing ashtrays like big, like 70s ashtrays. I mean, okay, if you're a youngin', but you don't know what the 70s ashtrays look like, look them up. They're vintage. They can be like, they're ridiculous and huge and big, like, because everybody smoked. Okay, so there's a message. I feel like also with that, so when I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to them. That's really important to know. So when I am So when I'm talking over on the other side, it shows, I mean, so when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to the other side, and normally I'll get some messages. There's like an ashtray that's like either it was given. It's like a symbol, almost a symbolization of this person. I also feel like a female who's crossed over to the other side, and just there's so much smoking. There's like so much smoking. That's all I see is like little packs of cigarettes, and I see fighting with her as well. And when I see fighting with her, I'm seeing the I'm seeing like neglect, or like I just gave up. I'm sorry, I just gave up. I'm apologizing. This feels like for a daughter, and actually a daughter and a brother and a sister. Feels like 3 kids left on this side since the mother passed. And I feel like the youngest got the hardest brunt of it. I also feel, so there's the male here, and I feel as if he had a sudden heart attack. I keep like seeing the snap and crossed over with, and then, okay, and now someone's showing up with a stroke. So to see how this happens, they will just keep showing up. They know that this is a time that I'm just going to bang, bang, bang out as many as I can. So, okay. Oh, so, okay. I have to back up to the male. Okay. So with the male that had, sorry. So with the male that had I feel very, I'm wanting to apologize. I feel like just so much pressure afterwards. There was so much money problems left behind that it wasn't, it wasn't anybody's fault. That's not, I mean, he's saying he's trying to let up on the blame. He's like, that's what he's trying to do. It's not anybody's fault that you can point to being this one person, although it looks like in this side, you totally can be this one person. This person did everything. They're making me feel, and this gentleman he feels like all business. I mean, he's quite dapper. I mean, he really does have, he does have this wardrobe that I'm seeing with him. Like, I feel very businessman. I got up in the morning and I did business, and I came home and there was everything. And then after I passed, there was nothing. So I don't feel it. I feel like there was a, I feel like all the money left. And he's really focusing on the money because he's making me feel like that's been a very sore spot. So saying it's time to actually let it go. It's time to let it go and be at peace with that. I feel, it feels like this actually is a big year. And this feels like, again, I see 3 kids that are here for this soul. They may not all be watching right now. They may watch later. And I feel like this soul is just so in love with each of you. And I feel like, I think he may play a little bit of favorites, because that's what he's showing me, one of them being their favorite. But that he only wanted the best for all 3 of you. And he's actually on the side working for you. Okay, let's go on to the next. So this is a younger male. I'm still having this. I feel this is a younger male with a questionable crossing. Okay, all right, okay. So I just had another spirit just kind of cross in front. So what will happen is if they see it as a kind of a spot to get my attention, and it's sort of, I hate to say it this way, but whoever is like the loudest gets attention. It happens in this life, and somebody can get here. I have to talk about the son who passed, I feel like I feel a car accident. I feel I'm like seeing a car accident. I'm seeing like a lot of head swelling. I'm seeing like coming forward, and he's like letting his mother know he's okay. And it's super important that you hear this right now, because if you're not watching it tonight, you're watching it a year from now. It is important because he is cutting me off, and he wants you to remember who he was before all the pictures, before all the investigations, before go back to who I was and remember that part. And I'm going to tell you, if anything that breaking back open into mediumship has taught me is there really are no answers on this earth. I mean, I wish I could tell you that that if you got the right job, you were the right actor on the right show, you did all, you played your best part and doing your best part in this world. You were a human rights activist for the ACLU, whatever. There really only is moving towards cohesive oneness. Okay. So I know sometimes I get off, I talk a lot, and I'm trying not to do that for you guys. So okay, I have okay. So this is the way it kind of works in groups, although in groups it usually takes longer because I'm with more people. I have a grandmother coming forward. Feels like a grandmother coming forward for a younger gentleman who, I got to talk about the father who left a watch. This is super important, but I have a grandmother. She feels, I mean, she does feel, she feels like in Mexico. That's where I feel. So I don't know if she traveled back and forth because she kind of feels that way to me, but her home was Mexico, not the United States. I want to make sure, like, she loved her country. Very important. Like, I see a flag, but I see very traditional cooking in a kitchen. But it's like an indoor-outdoor kitchen. It's pretty interesting. So this grandmother was like what was she? She was like she feels like she has such a light energy when I'm coming into her. She feels like so supportive and wonderful and thoughtful about her words. But I mean, I say thoughtful about her words, but there was a lot of no nonsense about her. She was like really move forward, get forward. I also, okay, all right. So I need to move on to, I feel like a friend who passed with breast cancer is coming forward right now. But reluctantly, because I think for her, this feels like it takes a lot of energy. She was a very high spirit, and even coming down to say hi, it takes her a lot. I'm going to go over just to check Facebook for a quick second. Okay. Okay. So, a husband just stepped forward and just impressed upon me the idea that I didn't want to leave this earth, and is apologizing for leaving. I feel like it has left a lot of people heartbroken, especially. I'm not sure if they stayed together, but they do feel like they were super connected. So I feel like there might have been, I don't know if he's showing me a marriage that was like worked on a marriage and they stayed together, or they divorced and then married again. Because I'm seeing like this coming in together, and he's super sorry he left. I want you to know that when I feel the spirit of children who either passed in utero via miscarriage or a termination. I really want to make sure that this is heard. It's super important. And please, no judgment on if you had a termination, but these children are the souls, not the children. The souls are still with you, supporting you. Even if they didn't get to support you in the physical, they're still here with you. I feel like there may have been multiple miscarriages, and I'm just going to use the word miscarriages because honestly, I don't care. I want to let you know that it's not your fault. It's not your fault, and I'm feeling like, oh my God, if I wouldn't have done this, then everything would have been this, and this. Please don't rewrite history to make it project into the future, because what I'm hearing is you did exactly what was right at the right time. Trust yourself. Like spirits trust you. You trust you. Okay, how long have I been going? Oh my gosh, almost 20 minutes. Okay. I'm seeing if there's somebody else because it feels like what am I gonna do? Okay, so okay, I don't know. I'm it's weird. I've had this I did this speech thing too this weekend where I was stuttering, and it's not mine. So I wanna acknowledge that there's a younger male who is coming forward with the stuttering speech pattern. This is a way to validate that they're actually here. So they'll take over my words and thoughts and ideas, and they're showing me this stuttering and even acting it out. So I mean, I still feel like I feel like a whole nother younger brother that passed, but was born and then passed, and maybe have had this stutter and some sort of issue that's related to the stutter. I don't know what that is. And now, okay, I just have to say this. I don't know who it is, but whatever work that you're doing in Africa, I'm like getting like that's super important that you have to keep doing that. I don't know who you are, and I don't know if you're watching right now or it's going to be later, but this message is absolutely for you. I think you're deciding it's actually, I've seen it being a lot of work. I don't know if you're working with fistulas, but I feel like a female population is getting support, like the right kind of support, not the, oh, we're going to feed you support. No, we're going to teach you support. We're going to show you support. We're going to give you a trade support. So I want to encourage that to keep going. It kind of feels a little bit like a mission. It feels like a mission work, but it doesn't feel. It may have started as that and it changed. Okay. Whew. Okay. Sometimes when spirit comes through and they're like hyper, it gets me hyper. Okay. All right, I have somebody coming through like a brother and is not a brother because they're just like a different skin tone. So they're just like, it's very cool, very to business individual, just giving like a shout out that they're there for you. I am feeling like that there was like a lot of substance abuse around him. I don't necessarily think that he was deep into, like, I wouldn't say like he had a substance abuse problem. This is a male past the other side. What I want to say, like, there's lots of pride, and it's interesting because he's like everything. He's letting everything know that he's wanting you to know that everything on this side is working out as it's supposed to. So sometimes that can be healing. Sometimes that can be very difficult to hear, especially when you're experiencing a lot of difficulties. It's like, I don't know, everybody, including me, we're all working through our own stuff. So, God, I have a lot of people that are wanting to come forward. So Mediumship Mondays, going right back to mediumship. I know it's about 25 minutes now. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight. And if you haven't liked my Facebook, if you haven't liked my YouTube page, do that. I mean, look, I got lots of people now, so let's get this going. I'm not some fly-by-night hussy. Oops. Okay, maybe I am. I don't know, but I don't think so. And I'm going to be, where am I going to be? My mom's going to be mad at me. I'm going to be at Sal's Italian Restaurant in Tecumseh this Wednesday night. The doors will open at 4:00. You can eat there, and I will be flying like a bat out of hell to get down there in time. And readings will start at 6:00 and go till 8:00. You can go. What can you do? You can. I do readings over Skype, Zoom. I like Zoom. I don't know if you guys tried Zoom, but I like Zoom. Then you can do coaching. I also do coaching, spiritual coaching. So what does that mean when you do spiritual coaching? It means that you see me as an as-needed basis, and we talk about applying spiritual tools to your life, How can you shift it? What can you open up to? What can you see? What can you question? What can you let go of? So you are the real deal. Thank you. Oh, hey, I hear that there's going to be a show. I think it's on CNN. Lisa Ling is going to do a show on mediums. She said, "Let's see." Oh, yeah. So, so she's going to be doing a show about mediums, which I'm super excited about. And I mean, she didn't contact me or anything, so I don't know who she contacted. I hope like she got some people who are mediums in this world. So thank you so much. See light, be light. What you put out there, you get. So I increase my vibration and frequency to the highest available to me now. Yo. Okay. Have a wonderful night. Ciao, ciao. Bye.